And here we finally are. It's the 4-year review of my Triumph Trident. So, let's get that other bike out of the picture. First, I like to say that I have tried to do this all summer, end of spring, and every time I go out on the bike, got the stuff, got the equipment, everything's going out riding, and I just don't want to get off the bike. And so what happens is, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. And the summer flies by, and here we are at the end of August, and I guess this is later. But that does say one thing about the bike. It is fun to ride. Not fun to get off and make videos about. But we're here for the 4-year anniversary, sort of the bike. So a little history. It is a 2022 Trident. Anybody who's familiar with Trident knows that the model year 2022 came out in 2021. I picked this bike up in 2021 June, and it was the first batch that came over from overseas. So the first batch that the dealers got, and as you can see, it's matte black. That color's not available anymore. Oh well. And I was just going to go over some things about the bike. So first off, as I said earlier, I do love riding the bike. It is a lot of fun to ride. Very maneuverable, handles great. In the rain with the Michelin Road 5s on it, the thing's just beautiful. Just like you don't have any feeling of like, oh, I'm going down or hydroplaning or anything. It just motors. And actually, I was driving in the rain today when I came up north. So one thing we should talk about is just what I've done in sort of maintenance over 4 years. So other than the usual oil changes, when it tells you to do the oil change for maintenance on the screen there, other things I've had done. Let's see, I had rear brakes. Rear brakes were done. I replaced the chain and sprockets 2 years ago, and the rear brakes were 2.5 years ago. Actually, I think I did them at the same time as I did the sprockets. So I did that. I've had the it's where they measure the big service, so it'd be like 32,000 kilometers service, where they measure the cylinders when they come up. I'm not sure what it's called. That one, it was a little, I guess it was expensive. I don't know, it's whatever. It was under $1,000, so it wasn't that bad. So I've had that done. Front tire, had that done last fall, I believe. And this tire is brand new, and I've got about 37,000 kilometers out of the old one. It was still pretty good. I think I was starting to notice, though, when it was wet, that I was starting to get a little more of the TC, the traction control light was coming on when I'd go off from a stop, and that was in rain mode. So it's kind of, I guess it was getting time to change the tire. So I did. I've got a nice new Road 5 on it, or maybe Road 6. I don't know. I didn't look. And they put one of those on it, and that's I think that's about it. I haven't really had a lot in terms of you know catastrophic failures with the bike or anything. I mean, there was the recall that was done a couple years ago. The bike drove phenomenal. I mean, anybody who gets a new one's going to be saying, what's this guy talking about? The thing drives great. Well, the first ones had problems. The first had to do with the size of a little plastic thing, the air intake, and then some hose that went to it was getting pinched, and that was causing the bike to stall, which was a problem. There was a bike rider, I don't think how he was, a YouTuber, that had it, and he ended up getting rid of his Trident and getting a Moto Guzzi because there was so you just couldn't, like, even the Triumph guys couldn't figure out what the heck was wrong with it. So there was that, and yeah, other than that, nothing. I haven't had to replace the front brakes yet, although they did say I might have to do those next year. So I don't know, 40,000 plus kilometers before changing the front brakes. I guess that's good. I don't know. I've never had a bike that's gone that high, so we're just going to go with that and say that's good. The rear brakes, again, I use the rear brakes probably more than the front brakes, which is why they got changed changed out. Oh yeah, and I did change the tail light, but that was my last video. I told you about changing the tail light. It didn't take too long to do, and it was pretty good. And then the wires and blah, blah, blah. And the new one's probably easier to connect. And you could probably put those nice new strobe ones on, which would be really cool. But, you know, what can you do? And thinner than these big kind of god-awful looking gaudy things. So that's pretty much it with it. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I would. In fact, the Tiger Sport 800, it would be nice if they put that 800 in the Trident, because this bike at 113, 114 horsepower would just be insane. It'd be a speeding ticket. I mean, it already is a speeding ticket. I mean, you get out, you ride it, next thing you know, you're just flying on it, and you're thinking, okay, I gotta slow down, man. Insurance is going to cost a lot. So that's it for that. Now, in terms of what the new bike has compared to this one, well, obviously the new one comes with a quick shifter, which I didn't get on this one. It comes with the connectivity, which I did get on this one, so I had to pay for that. It comes with like one button cruise control, which is like just like an on and off kind of thing. It is pretty basic, and you can't, you know, change the speed. Like, you can't go up and down in cruise like you do with some of the other bikes. I think the Tiger 900 has that, and there's probably other bikes you can think of that has that type of cruise control system that you can do it. But honestly, I wouldn't mind an on and off button for cruise control, just to give my throttle hand a rest. There is sometimes when I ride it a lot that the vibration, I do feel it in my right hand a little bit. I mean, I don't notice it that much, but I guess after like a couple hours you notice it. It would be nice to have cruise, because then you don't really have to like just hold the throttle open. You can just kind of relax that hand and just steer. So that would be nice. And the new one also has I think it has a lean sensitive traction control on it, which would be pretty cool too. This one doesn't have it, and it also has a sport mode. So you have rain, road, and sport. Mine just has rain and road. So the newer one gives you a little more electronics features, which would be good, which sound pretty good. I don't know how sport would differ from road, but whatever. And but the tanks are different. The new tanks are different from this one. This is not available. The silver and like the big silver one that was also with it, had the big Triumph thing, that's not available. And I think they're stuck with like sort of a different styling of tank. Some people like them. I really like the big Triumph on mine, but hey, what do I know? I even have special matte cleaner to clean the matte surfaces on the bike, which is kind of cool. So, in summary, it's a great naked bike. The triple sound, the power all the way through. You could be, you know, going 20 kilometers an hour in third gear and give it, and you're gone. It doesn't hesitate or anything. It just goes. So the torque's nice. Everything's about the bike is great. I've enjoyed it. In fact, although I've looked at adventure bikes, I'd like to get into more sort of adventurous kind of riding. I don't think I could sell the bike. I don't think I could get rid of it. I love riding it. It's so much fun to ride. Like in the city, even if I'm just sitting in traffic, like it's not a hassle, because the thing is just so nice and just so easy to handle, so easy to move around. Like it's flickability, I guess it's a flick it and go, you know, kind of thing. It's just, I love it. I mean, I love the bike. I can't believe that I've been this happy, and I've had the bike for 4 years, and yeah, it's great. I'll probably have it for another 4 or 5 years. I mean, I can't see myself getting rid of it, even though there's another bike in the back there. See that bike back there? We'll talk about that in the next video. But this one it's a great bike. I think it's great for a beginner. If you start out, like, I mean, even if you just start out learning in rain mode, just to get used to it, and then move up and put it in road, put it in sport, and use more speed. It's very easy to handle. It's just, it sticks to the, well, the tires help it stick to the road, and it's just a great bike to ride. And thank you for watching my video.